Hello everyone, and welcome to Inside the Backrooms, the series where we look in depth at each Backrooms level starting from level 0. In my last video, we covered level 0. If you'd like to watch the previous video, I will link it below for you. In this video, we will cover everything to do with level 1. I will also link my sources about the Backrooms below if you'd like to check it out for yourself. Now let's get right into it. Level 1 is nicknamed the Habitable Zone, and it is the second level in the Backrooms. This is the level you go to right after level 0. It's more complex and deadly compared to level 0. This level has a survival difficulty class of 1. This means it's safe, secure, and has minimal entity count, but don't let that fool you because entities do still exist here. This level is essentially a giant parking garage, although giant is a total understatement. There are puddles of water throughout, but it's mostly unclean with a bad odor. This means you should not drink it. The level is filled with small debris, such as pieces of wood, metal, and packing material. If you're a crafty person, these materials could come in handy later on. This level also has crates which hold valuable resources inside, such as food or almond water. Crates must be opened with caution because they may contain harmful objects such as chemicals or explosives. When wanderers first arrive at this level, they are greeted by the halls. It's basically a wide open area with blandest colored walls that stretch for miles, lots of pillars and pipes that run along the ceiling. As you wander further into level 1, you'll eventually get to areas known as sectors. These sectors are like sublevels. You will know when you're in a sublevel because pillars will form different shapes than before and walls will have different colors on them. These sectors are important areas because groups such as Meg use them to locate key areas within the level. This makes navigation a lot easier. Meg has multiple settlements throughout this level. They help wanderers by offering them a place to stay and recover. Settlements are usually small encampments made out of tents or makeshift huts. They leave landmarks throughout the level to help wanderers find a settlement to go to. These landmarks are usually a colorful piece of cloth with the Meg logo on it. They stick out against the gray walls of level 1, so they are easy to spot. Also included is usually some sort of food or almond water with a note tied to it. These landmarks are usually left near doors, on walls, or occasionally hanging from neon lights. If a wanderer comes across a landmark, they are to take the contents and keep the cloth on the floor. This will allow Meg to know that the landmark needs to be restocked with more goods. As I mentioned in the last video, I would go in depth on Meg. So who are they exactly? They are known as the Major Explorer Group, which was created by the Wanderers of the Backrooms. This group started in 2012 and grew to an exploration group by 2014. Meg has one goal, and that's to keep wanderers safe from traps, entities, and other groups such as the Insurrection, of which they are at war with. Meg has multiple regiments which are used to keep things organized and give members different important tasks to do, such as entity removal, communications, and frontline explorers. They also have divisions, which are more civil. These divisions are more for research and logistics. They also have multiple outposts across multiple levels. They are the good guys and are a highly friendly faction, so if you run into anyone in the Backrooms, you should best hope it's Meg. Now back to the Habitable Zone. Within sectors, there are occasionally single or double pushable doors. These doors sometimes have an exit sign marked above them. These doors will not actually let you leave the level, but they will allow you to proceed to the second zone within level 1, known as the corridors. The corridors are a tight labyrinth that are not some randomly generated area. This means you can actually navigate them, unlike level 0, thank goodness. Corridors are safe from any entities, and they hold an assortment of random goods and rooms. Things you may find include office rooms with an old computer, an office table, tight spaces with brick walls surrounding them, hospital beds inside large infirmaries, and rubber rooms with a chair in the middle of them. Basically, they have no logic, make zero sense, and are completely random. Great, right? Because of there being no entities in the corridors, they make a great spot to rest. It is recommended that the wanderers find a spot with a door and find something to barricade it though, just in case. If a lock is on a door, never ever use it because if turned, it may disappear, trapping you in a room. Imagine coming all this way just to be trapped forever. That doesn't sound very fun. Even though the corridors are mostly safe, that does not mean you are safe in other parts of this level. There is a phenomenon called the flickering. It's when the lights of level 1 switch off randomly. There is no way to predict when it will happen and when it will end. During these times of total darkness, entities may come out to hunt on prey, such as a wanderer. The only thing you can do is stay calm, don't use any light source, and find the nearest corridor. If you use light, you are the only bright object and will stand out to entities. Corridors, as mentioned earlier, are mostly safe, which is why they are the best place for a flickering event. It's best to barricade yourself and wait until the flickering is over. If you see an entity such as this dollar, the best thing to do is be as far away as possible, move silently, and do not run. Do not use weapons because it may attract more entities to you. The best thing to do is to just avoid them at all costs. If you've made it this far, you may wonder how the heck do I move on to level 2? It's actually more simple than level 0. You simply just keep walking extremely far in one direction. Eventually, you'll see lots of pipes and dowels gradually appearing throughout the level. You will then come to level 2, which is known as the Abandoned Utility Halls. But more on that in the next video. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video, and I appreciate you watching this far. It means the world to me. I hope you stay tuned for the next video, and remember to avoid entities in the backrooms.